It's no use. Ah! Ah! What are you doing? Any time now. Ready? Let's go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Great. Just as planned. Got it. Here we go. Level up. Believe me, it's not gonna be easy. Didn't think we were so good, did you? You won't get away with this. You asked for it. Don't know when to quit, do you? Ready for another round? Winning is everything. All the world's jewels will be mine. We win, as usual. Didn't you know that I'm a treasure hunter? You really didn't think you had a chance, did you? See ya! Hey, ladies first! You guys need real help. You want it? You got it. It's over in a blink of an eye. Winning is everything, you know. The new Team Dark is simply unbeatable. I'm counting on you guys. This time it won't be that easy. Only 30 more to go. All right. Perfect, as usual. Piece of cake. Not bad. I can do better. I'm ashamed to call myself a treasure hunter. Obviously, the doctor's robots are useless. Best to keep your guard up while those guys are around. Phew! Did we get them all? Why not just give it up, Doctor? Sorry, but no time for greetings. I've had enough of those guys. Thanks for the treasure, Doc. Omega, Shadow, I'm up. This is a bit too much. Who would have thought it would be here? What are we doing? We're gonna hit it! Let's jump! Doesn't look like we'll be able to move on. Yeah! Let's have Shadow handle this. I guess I'm up. Omega, do your thing. Let's change formations to sideways from here. It's all over if you fall. Why don't we try up there? Why don't we do a lower route? Wonder if there's any jewels around here. I haven't seen the president lately. The camera will rotate with the R button and L button. The camera will rotate with the R2 button and L2 button. The camera will rotate with the right trigger and left trigger. Change the camera to the leader's first-person view with the C-stick. Change the camera to the leader's view with the right analog stick. Change the camera to the leader's view with the right thumbstick. Attack enemies on the ground with Black Tornado by pressing the B button during a jump while in speed formation. Black Tornado will attack enemies by scooping them off their feet. Attack enemies on the ground with Black Tornado by pressing the square button during a jump while in speed formation. Black Tornado will attack enemies by scooping them off their feet. Attack enemies on the ground with Black Tornado by pressing the X button during a jump while in speed formation. Black Tornado will attack enemies by scooping them off their feet. When flying, hold the A button down to ascend, and press the A button repeatedly to ascend quickly. When flying, keep pressing the X button to ascend, and press the X button repeatedly to ascend quickly. When flying, hold the A button down to ascend, and press the A button repeatedly to ascend quickly. Attack enemies with fire combination by pressing the B button when in power formation. When pressed at the right time, continuous attacks are performed. If leveled up, the final strike is deadly. Press the A button to switch Shadow and me back to normal stance. Attack enemies with fire combination by pressing the square button when in power formation. When pressed at the right time, continuous attacks are performed. If leveled up, the final strike is deadly. Press the X button to switch Shadow and me back to normal stance. Attack enemies with fire combination by pressing the X button when in power formation. When pressed at the right time, continuous attacks are performed. If leveled up, the final strike is deadly. Press the A button to switch Shadow and me back to normal stance. Attack enemies with fire launcher by pressing the B button while jumping in power formation. Shadow and I are transformed into fireballs that Omega shoots at enemies. Attack enemies with fire launcher by pressing the square button while jumping in power formation. Shadow and I are transformed into fireballs that Omega shoots at enemies. Attack enemies with fire launcher by pressing the X button while jumping in power formation. Shadow and I are transformed into fireballs that Omega shoots at enemies. For triangle dive, press the A button after a jump in power formation. We'll grab hands to form a triangle to glide. For triangle dive, press the X button after a jump in power formation. We'll grab hands to form a triangle to glide. For triangle dive, press the A button after a jump in power formation. We'll grab hands to form a triangle to glide. Get close to the enemies when in power formation. Shadow and I will attack the enemies with auto-homing to support Omega. Head for a wall using homing attack with Shadow as the leader. Press the A button for triangle jump. Use the control stick to change the jump angle. Head for a wall using homing attack with Shadow as the leader. Press the X button for triangle jump. Use the left analog stick to change the jump angle. Head for a wall using homing attack with Shadow as the leader. Press the A button for triangle jump. Use the left thumbstick to change the jump angle. Press and hold the B button when Shadow is by himself to spin and release to kick. Press and hold the square button when Shadow is by himself to spin and release to kick. Press and hold the X button when Shadow is by himself to spin and release to kick. Dash along the trail of rings using light dash by pressing the B button when we get close to them with Shadow as the leader. Dash along the trail of rings using light dash by pressing the square button when we get close to them with Shadow as the leader. Dash along the trail of rings using light dash by pressing the X button when we get close to them with Shadow as the leader. Press the B button when I'm by myself to detonate the dummy ring bomb. It stuns approaching enemies. Press the square button when I'm by myself to detonate the dummy ring bomb. It stuns approaching enemies. Press the X button when I'm by myself to detonate the dummy ring bomb. It stuns approaching enemies. When grinding, press the B button to accelerate and use the control stick to balance. When grinding, press the square button to accelerate and use the left analog stick to balance. When grinding, press the X button to accelerate and use the left thumbstick to balance. To jump from rail to rail, use the control stick, then press the A button. To jump from rail to rail, use the left analog stick and press the X button. To jump from rail to rail, use the left thumbstick and press the A button. Team Blast Chaos Inferno is activated when the Z button is pressed when the gauge in the top right of the screen is full. Once activated, the enemies are neutralized for the duration of the energy left in the gauge. Team Blast Chaos Inferno is activated when the R1 button is pressed when the gauge in the top right of the screen is full. Once activated, the enemies are neutralized for the duration of the energy left in the gauge. Team Blast Chaos Inferno is activated when the Z button is pressed when the gauge in the top right of the screen is full. Once activated, the enemies are neutralized for the duration of the energy left in the gauge. Sorry I got so far ahead of you. Try lighting up the 3 lights on the wide spring to get the item. Your teammates will give you hints if you touch this hint ring. It seems like we have to activate all 3 switches. Get close to the switch and press the B button to grab the handle. Use the control stick to push and pull on the handle. Press the B button again to release. Get close to the switch and press the square button to grab the handle. Use the left analog stick to push and pull on the handle. Press the square button again to release. Get close to the switch and press the X button to grab the handle. Use the left thumbstick to push and pull on the handle. Press the X button again to release. Let's try hitting the target with a ball to see what happens. I don't think I can open this door. What's the meaning of that symbol on the gate? Let's go through those 3 giant rings together. Trigger that checkpoint, and when you lose a life next time, you can restart from there. The leader's level will also increase. Target direction depends on formation. Press the A button to fire and B button to cancel when in power formation. Change the cannon direction with the control stick. Target direction depends on formation. Press the X button to fire and square button to cancel when in power formation. Change the cannon direction with the left analog stick. Target direction depends on formation. Press the A button to fire and X button to cancel when in power formation. Change the cannon direction with the left thumbstick. We've got to find a switch to turn off this laser fence. Careful! It's designed to fall if we step on the shadow. That trap is triggered by the laser. Break this wooden container using the B button to attack. Break this wooden container using the square button to attack. Break this wooden container using the X button to attack. That pole can be used to go up. Shadow, give it a try. Looks like we can go up if we use the current from that fan. That means it's time for the triangle dive. Let's use that current to go up. It looks like that case is being guarded by those guys. Use the control stick to steer and accelerate, B button to brake, and A button to jump. Use the left analog stick to steer and accelerate, square button to brake, and X button to jump. Use the left thumbstick to steer and accelerate, X button to brake, and A button to jump. Each time the bobsled takes on damage, one character is thrown off the bobsled. The speed decreases if Shadow is thrown off, and if I fall off, the bobsled won't be able to jump. There's gotta be a switch for this somewhere. There's gotta be a switch to open this case somewhere. This should be a breeze for Omega. Omega, attack them! There's someone there! Here they come! Hey, let me go, you creep! I knew we could do it. Hey, what are you doing? Help me! That's super strong armor. Omega, we'll leave this to you. It may be tricky since that robot is protected with spikes. Don't let that robot with a searchlight spot you. If he does, others will be called. Hey, Shadow, can you blow off the shield of that robot? That gold robot must be the leader. Let's take him down first. If captured by that robot, you won't be able to escape. Gotta make sure to destroy him before anyone is caught. That gold robot will take away anyone he captures, so be careful. Even attacking in power formation, we can't inflict any damage on the gold turtle shell. We have to attack its stomach to inflict any damage. That big robot won't be so dangerous if we can knock him over. Our normal attacks are useless. We better find his weak point. Be careful of that healing robot. Like a magician, he transforms himself when he's flipped over. When he does, be careful. You lose rings if that robot with a cloak casts a spell on you. I'll take care of the flying enemies. I'll ground them all with Thundershoot. Let's take care of them first. We're talking to you, Doctor. Time to give up, Eggman. If the machine is moving too fast, try knocking out the rotors first. Omega, pounce on Eggman when the craft is spinning. I'll find Eggman's treasure first. You really shouldn't mess with us. Let me show you what a real treasure hunter can do. If we force all three of them out of this field, we win. But if we get forced out first, then we lose. Our opponents will be blown further back as we level up. But we'll be blown out of our shoes if we don't have any rings. Let's go get the power cores and rings. Jump to dodge his attack. It's useless, Shadow. We have to fight him. Annoying little pests, aren't they? You underestimated us, haven't you? Okay, I know. You be careful too. Eggman's getting away. Those cannons are in our way, and there's so many of them. I'll stop them from moving. Let's get Omega to handle the cannons that shoot the metal cannonballs. They're pretty tough. Shadow, Omega, let's go. Not bad, but I can't let you win. They'll attack with Team Blast when all three of them get together. We must hurry and take down at least one of them. Certain characters are best against enemy formations. Let me be the leader when the enemies are in power formation. Okay. Open the case by defeating the robots. Then we can use the item inside to get Eggman. Okay. Give 'em all you got. Had enough yet? The center of its body is its weak spot. It uses its shield to protect against our attacks. We have to do something about the shield first. That robot will come charging once there's enough distance. We must chase it and remember not to get left behind. Consuming power of others at your own will. And that's supposed to make you tough? When the spines land, they become giant pillars. Although the pillars can't be destroyed, they can be blown away. Watch for his weak spot. Then figure out which formation is best. Counter his spine attack with Thundershoot. Tails, you can do it! You're too serious, Omega. Now I can retire. Lucky me! Oh, yes! Hey, there's something wrong with this table. This must be the VIP room. It's gorgeous. It looks like there's a special room up there. I'm going to win this time. On the pinball table were balls, and we return to normal when off. When in a ball, press the A button to hit it with the flippers. Press the L button or R button to control the flippers. When in a ball, press the X button to hit it with the flippers. Press the L2 button or R2 button to control the flippers. When in a ball, press the A button to hit it with the flippers. Press the left trigger or right trigger to control the flippers. You can affect the direction of the ball by moving the control stick right and left. You can affect the direction of the ball by moving the left analog stick right and left. You can affect the direction of the ball by moving the left thumbstick right and left. We probably need to activate some sort of a switch to open this door. Can you break this glass, Omega? If we stop the spinning dice, we should be able to get on top of it. Press the A button to stop the reels from spinning when inside the big slot machine. Press the X button to stop the reels from spinning when inside the big slot machine. Press the A button to stop the reels from spinning when inside the big slot machine. The bingo panel number lights up when passing through the gate of that number. Get rings when you get a row of numbers vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. We can switch the leader while on the pinball table. I think we can triple our prize if we enter the slot machine all together. The number of rings paid out from the slot machine on the pinball table varies, depending on the matching symbols. Up to 200 rings are paid out on one ball, but if you have 3 balls in the machine, it's tripled to 600 rings. If Eggman symbols come up and match, then you lose your rings, so don't press your luck. For bingo, you get 20 rings. Light up all the numbers on the card and get an extra 40 rings. Each card is worth a total of 200 rings. What a bright city. I know, but we can't work without having a bit of fun. Bingo! Yeah, baby! Perfect bingo! Ooh, jewels? I thought so. This must be the last round of bingo. Ready? I wouldn't mind winning a few bucks. Energy thief, energy thief. Ooh, it feels like I'm being carried forward. Eggman's robots are controlling the machines that block the path. This wall looks like a shutter. I wonder if there's a switch for it somewhere. It's hard to find any information on Eggman. I'm sure it's very easy to fly from here. Look, it's rising up from below. Those barrier devices look like the ones we saw on the path. If we destroy all of the robots, the barriers should self-destruct. Eggman's robots are patrolling the area around those machines. It looks very suspicious. Let's take care of those robots first. These fireballs sure are pretty, but they look kind of dangerous. There's no Eggman here. Wonder what the big rush is all about. Betcha those guys will end up getting in my way and making trouble. Long time no see, boys. Too bad you had to come all this way for nothing. We'll take it from here. This must be it. I found Eggman's secret treasure. Shadow! Huh? Hey, hold up! Now I get it. Now I know what this is all about. You're mad at Eggman for sealing you in this room. And you can't remember anything, can you? Then it's settled. Now you two make up so we can start looking for Eggman together. Oh yeah, baby, this makes us a team. You two ready? Whatever it takes, he's mine. Any objections? Oh man, who are those creeps over there? Just what do you think you're doing here? You guys don't fool me. I know what you're after. Better stay out of my way. I wonder. Never mind, those guys were definitely up to no good. Hey guys, wait for me! Doctor! I wonder what the doctor really meant. We got him! Shadow, are you sure this is the right way? What's up? Something on your mind? We'll just have to find out, won't we? Okay, no more games! Now let's find that secret treasure. Hey, Omega, did I ever tell you that Shadow is a robot? And, oh, never mind. Good luck. All this for what? Nothing? I might as well go look for that Master Emerald, since that irritating Echidna is here. What are you saying? What else is a famous treasure hunter supposed to do? I guess I'm out of here too. I think I'll go hunt for someone else's treasure. Did you guys hear a croak? Be my guest. Look at the size of that mushroom. I've never seen one so big. There are supposed to be frogs in this jungle that can summon rain. I heard about those black frogs being able to somehow kill plants. Jump off when it reaches the highest point of its swing, okay? Shadow, stir the wind up in the direction of that flower. This flower. We may be able to control it going up and down. What's this? Maybe we can grind on the ivy. Dodge that ivy by going up or down, okay? I wonder if Shadow is all right. It's a swamp. So be careful. Why would those black frogs do this? There's that black frog again. Hey, are they trying to take us down to the swamp? Hey, there's something coming. He's gone. Why's he here again? This pond is spooky. What's happening to us? What's going on? I can't see what I'm walking on. Ah! What's with this ugly statue? Sure is a mysterious switch. We must use a switch to open this door. By the way those torches are lined up, it looks like strange tower, no entrance. Eggman's starting to get on my nerves. The only option is to break the walls. Unlit torches. What if we use those ghosts as steps? What do all these doors have to do with that switch? The statue's positions change depending on which switch is thrown. The trolley controls are the same as the bobsled. Be sure not to hit any ghosts. Use the brakes and jump. Square button to brake and X button to jump. Use the brakes and jump. B button to brake and A button to jump. Use the brakes and jump. X button to brake and A button to jump. That Knuckles sure hasn't changed much. Sure is spooky in here. Ah! It's moving! I have a bad feeling about this. Ah! A spider's web! There's another trolley. Let's get on it. What is this place? Sure feels spooky. Can you break this, Omega? What's up with these ruins? They move when you approach them. I think flying to the shore on the other side is possible. Hey, I think we can use that cannon to go up. It's only the start of a long journey. Let's pace ourselves. This place is really beautiful. We should stop if there's a foothold. Or some treasure we can get. Hey, where's the turtle going? It's coming this way! Now there's 2 rocks! What's going on? Omega, we're counting on you to break this stone door. Looks like we can break these ruins down. Give it a shot, Omega. Watch out for the falling stone pillars on the sides of the path. The beach is nice, but jewelry is best. But why so many? We're flying very high. We might even be at the edge of space. All right! We got him! Here it comes! Get away from the target marker! Take those cannons out with Thundershoot! Omega, take out those cannons! Omega's attack will knock out that giant cannon! Shadow, use a tornado to pull out the propeller. They're firing at us! Dodge the bullets by moving up and down! Move up! Those guys look pretty tough. Careful now! Shadow, we need you and the Rocket XL. They just don't give up, do they? Just dodge them by moving up and down. Get ready to land on that giant battleship. That giant battleship up ahead. Move down! According to our intel, Eggman's somewhere on this ship. I thought that battleship was big, but this is enormous. You're thinking too much, Shadow. What, you too, Omega? If you want to conquer the world, you need something that big. Yeah, right. But they're sure trying hard enough. But that was pretty close. The craft is crumbling away and detonating. Better fly! The cannons are powered up. Watch out even when airborne. It's the laser cannons. Look out! Hey guys, there are 3 colors of lasers, red, blue, and yellow. Each laser fires at the rail of the same color. The cannon will light up right before it fires. Stay off the rail with the same color or you'll get burned by the laser. It's firing the red laser, blue laser, yellow laser fired. The rail lights up right before the laser fires. What? A self-destruct switch? We should get on it and press down. Shadow, go for that pole and use tornado jump. Omega, glide over to that fan using triangle dive. The switch must be turned on to activate the fan. Guys, get ready for team blast. Total of 12 lasers. Better stay frosty. I've come all this way and still haven't found any treasure. Amazing. Don't worry about them. Just keep moving. The rail disappeared. Phew, what an ugly train. Watch out! What's with these trains? Do you think we can change the direction of the lighted rail we were just grinding on? Let's look for a switch. The capsule looks pretty solid. Let's leave it to Omega. I don't see a switch to open this door anywhere. We can destroy the duct on the floor and go down from there. Did you know that we can maneuver right and left while airborne? I wonder what caused Shadow to lose his memory. Here we go. Ah! What's this? Okay, that must be the engine car. Okay, it looks fun. Let's get in. Which way is the cannon facing? Yeah, but a bit scary. We're finally here. The capsules on this base are the same as the ones we saw Shadow in.